I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel, and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Zenith Elite 6150. You can see this 42mm stainless steel 100-hour power reserve Zenith Elite and purchase it on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right-hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full listing for this watch with additional accessories included, high-resolution images, and naturally complete pricing details for this Zenith Elite twin-barrel 6150. Now on my wrist, 6 1/3 inches, 16 centimeters in circumference, you're looking at the look of 2015 after a dalliance with Sellita calibers and rumors that the Elite automatic in-house caliber was about to be phased out. Zenith came back with a resounding endorsement of its second caliber next to the El Primero, releasing the 6150 Elite caliber you see here at Baselworld 2015. Now, this is not just the Elite as envisioned and executed first in 1994. This is the Elite in a altogether revamped technical package that brings new capability in a new watch. The watch that you see here is part of the curious class of 40mm plus formal watches. So 42 millimeters, it's very, very traditional in its proportions and detailing, but there are those who will say that a 42 millimeter dress watch has a slight provocative bent to it, no matter how conservative its lines and color palette, and I would agree to that. This watch is something more than just another entry in the ultra-thin automatic dress ranks, and you can see 51 millimeters from lug to lug. It has a broad stance across the wrist, but it's wonderfully slim. Now, it's just under 10 millimeters thick, but you can see with that sloped case flank and the nicely domed sapphire crystal, it easily slides underneath a formal cuff. Now, there are wrists that simply merit a 40+ millimeter dress watch given their sheer scale, but then there are those who have a little bit of a raffish charm and would prefer to wear a larger, bolder dress watch without strapping on a Submariner, a Breitling Super Ocean, or an Omega Seamaster, and that's what this watch accomplishes. Now, it's paired with a wonderfully slim Zenith black monotone stitch folded side alligator leather strap on the bottom, as per Zenith's modern signature, rubberized to allow the strap to wear long, to stay durable, isolating skin oils, moisture, and grit from the leather material itself. And it has an upscale double deployant trigger actuated clasp. You can see with the trigger actuation you get an extra measure of security to stay closed, and with the twin swing arms it works well on a smaller wrist because it doesn't have that one big up and over that can pinch you if you like to strap and buckle your watches down tight. Now, this is all dial. I say it's all dial because Zenith aced the proportions. They made the most of the case size to stretch the bezel out to the extremity of the timepiece, extending that gorgeous silver sunburst dial. You can see that the lugs are very traditional, sort of teardrop profile, but from overhead, very straight cut. It's a vintage look, but it also ensures that the watch wears well on a smaller wrist, and you'll note the curved spring bars so that there's a nice sort of symmetry between the end of the strap and the flank of the case. It's handsome, and it's one of the details of this watch you only notice after you've contemplated it for a little while. So the watch is basic, it's conservative, it's traditional, but it's not austere and it's not decontented. Take a look at the trim. Again, that rubber-coated strap, a full deployant, not a pin buckle, a sapphire with curvature. Whenever you have a cambered sapphire, it costs significantly more than a simple flat one. There is a nuance to the case flank and multiple character lines that add definition. And on the dial itself, you have applied hour indices, and not just applied, but alternating single and double indices to show that the designers were paying attention and giving careful consideration to everything, right down to the sufficiently long, one might even say luxuriously extended fine leaf hands at center. Some watches have issues with excessively short hands, not the case here. And speaking of the case, flipping it over recapitulates what we already know, that Zenith did not cut corners in executing this watch. Rather than a conventional dress watch, 3 ATM or 30 meter water resistance, this one has a superior 50. The Elite caliber is anything but a basic. Twin mainspring barrels with 100 hours or 4 days of power reserve, 4 days plus really. This is a timepiece that's quite deluxe. Now, it does feature automatic winding via smooth unidirectional action, a modern 4 Hz beat rate, and if you want to set it precisely against a reference time, you can easily draw the crown out, hack the balance, stop the seconds, and then synchronize it to a known accurate reference time. 2015 was a year of victory for elitists at Zenith, as the Solita caliber was phased out and the Elite got a rousing vote of confidence, not just continued, but significantly upgraded. Watches like this prove that deep in the heart of the manufacturer, Zenith still keeps the faith for those who love the brand, love its movements, love its story, and look forward to its future. And you can be part of that future by checking out this watch on our website.